Rise and grind. It's time to blow your own mind. Good morning, guys. Danelle Delgado here for Glenn Lundy. Early live here with you, right? My man Glenn Lundy asked me to have a little conversation with you guys, and I'm super excited about it. So Danelle Delgado here for Glenn Lundy. Hi guys. A little bit of connection issue. Good to see you guys this morning. It is bright and early. Here's the thing. I'm so excited to be on the East Coast live from New York City. Here we go. Good morning, Sean. Good morning, Lynn. You guys, I love seeing you hop in here. Hi. No stranger to the Rise and Grind family. I love my mornings. I love my mornings, just like you guys. That Glenn Lundy has lived his word to you guys every single day is absolutely amazing. And it's an honor to be here. You guys, a few short months ago, I don't even know, maybe just over a year, I had a conversation with Glenn Lundy. He walked straight up to me at my man Grant Cardone's house. And he said, Danelle, you spoke to me today. I'm gonna make a change. I'm gonna make a big change. I want you to remember me. And I said, Glenn, a lot of people make changes. A lot of people tell me, hey, what you said mattered, and I am going to make a change. You know what's crazy? A lot of people have said that. Right then and there I said, Glenn, I believe you. I believe you. If you are going to make a change, if you are so convinced you want to make a difference, here's my phone number. And when you do, I want you to give me a call. I want you to let me know, right? Just a tiny bit of accountability, right? Just a tiny bit. I said, great, here's my phone number. You let me know when you do it. And he said, I want to remember this moment. So he took a selfie of us. He took a selfie and went on his way. That was the last time I saw Glenn Lundy for months and months and months, okay? Now, once in a while, I would get a text from him. Hey, I'm doing this. Hey, I'm doing this. Hey, I just wanted to let you know I'm still thinking about you. I'm doing this. Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning. Okay? And he would just let me know kind of what he was doing. Soon, I saw Rise and Grind pop up. I saw him be committed every single day to waking up early, to serving others, to surrounding himself with legends, to bringing on guests, to sharing with any human ready to wake and rise, to rise and grind, to rise and run, to rise and live their best self. Everyone he was there for. And I'm sure you can imagine it gets a little tiring sometimes, right? It's hard to hold the world on your shoulders, but Glenn, you know what? Every time the world's on his shoulders, he doesn't get lighter, he gets stronger, and it's really, really amazing. And I believe I have the answers to why, okay? Now the cool thing was, he went ahead, we had Hustle and Grind Con invited me out to come speak there. We've had conversations. You know what? We have conversations almost every single day at this point, and Glenn Lundy is living his more. Glenn Lundy is a champion. Glenn Lundy is on a plane this morning. He may or may not be on his way here. Okay, good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. And I want to tell you this. I know you guys watch. I know you guys see. But I want you to live your Glenn Lundy, okay? I want you to blow your own dang mind. And this is what had to happen for me. A lot of you guys know my story. Okay, a lot of you guys understand what challenge is. A lot of you guys have come from places of challenge or are in places of challenge. And here's what I want to talk about this morning. I want to talk about how do you blow your own mind in the hardest times, okay? Everybody has secrets. Everybody has moments that challenge who they are and what they stand for. Well, I'll tell you what, Glenn Lundy stood, looked me in the eye in a time of challenge and said, I promise to change. That's one of the hardest things you can do as a human being. It's one of the hardest things you could do. It's one of the scariest things you can do. And here's what's interesting, okay? I have this morning with you, okay? I've got a little water here, sorry. I want you to know right now today, you are looking your best life in the eye, okay? You're eyeing it down, and I want to be your true friend, okay? A true friend is that friend who cares more about your future than they do about your past. That true friend is that one who will never allow you to be mediocre ever again. And I want to tell you, my commitment to never again be mediocre saved my life. And I want to tell you how. I'm going to give you 3 little tips to start your day off so that when your feet hit the floor, you understand that it is your time to rise and grind. Okay? It's your time to listen to Glenn and get all fired up. There's never going to be a day he's not here. Okay? And it is your time to take on a whole new level. Now, here's the thing. Okay? I was looking my greatest fears in the eye. All right? When everything changed for me, I was in the middle of financial crisis. I was in the middle of a horrendous divorce. I was in the middle of working 3 jobs, about 90 hours a week, starting a business on the side. And I had 3 little kids, 2, 2, and 3, okay? Twins and a 3-year-old. It was a lot. I still have them. They're just older, okay? And I had no one. I had friends who rented me an apartment for 30 days. And I had 30 days to make enough money to pay for rent that next day. Okay, my hardest time was looking me in the eye. And I had a moment with myself. I had a little come to Jesus. And I said, Danelle, it is not time to quit. It is not time to cry. Definitely had some snot bubble moments. Okay, it is not time for that. It is time to rise and grind, right? It was a similar message that I had to myself. It was a time to see what I was made of. And this is when I learned I could no longer like flirt with my greatness. I could no longer dabble, okay? The stars do not align for those who dabble. It doesn't happen. I had to marry it. I had to marry that greatness with myself. I had to be so committed that every single day I began to change. And here's what happened. I opened up a book that I've been given. Sorry, my nose is running. It's running at an inopportune moment. If you guys follow my stories, you know I just had a little bit of sleep here in New York. But here's the thing, okay? Face to face, looking my greatest failure in the eye, okay? And I decided to commit, just like Glenn committed to me. In that one moment, everything changed. And so I want to challenge you today. If you want to know how to blow your own mind, if you want to know how to shock yourself, if you want to know how to take it to the next level. See, most of you, if you're on here right now, I want you to drop in the comments your favorite emoji, anything you want, wave your hand, and let me know if you know you have a greater level that you are not yet living. If you know that there is something that you are capable of and you are not delivering to the level that you know you can, I want you to drop an emoji in there. No, why? No? Good morning, Scott Simons. Are you kidding me? Are you on here? Of course you're on here. You're a hero to every single person. Hi, Glenn. Okay, good. All right, I see you. I see you hopping in there. Okay, if you truly do, I'm gonna give you 3 things that I want you to adjust, okay? That I want you to look straight in the eye, and I want you to adjust, okay? Because here's the thing, most people live on this one strategy, and it's one word. Their strategy in life is hope. It's hope. Hope is not a strategy, okay? How many of you guys hope things get better? How many of you just keep hoping for your ship to come in? Okay, that one opportunity, that one timing. You hope for one more customer to come in. You hope that your marriage gets better. You hope that your kids come back around. Hope is not a strategy. Okay, hope is not going to blow your mind. I call that hope a drug. It's called hopium. And most of the world lives on it. Hopium didn't serve me well. One thing served me well. I picked up a book. For those of you who haven't ever read Og Mandino, The 10 Scrolls, and you are in sales, I believe that you should, okay? And you have to read one scroll 3 times a day, every single day for 30 days, and then you can move on to the next one. Now, I did this practice for 10 months. And the very first one says, I will form good habits, and I will become their slave. I want you to think about this, okay? As a kid, we are slave to our impulses, and most adults are also slave to their impulses. Crazy enough. All right? This is, I will form good habits and I will become their slave. The difference between those who have failed and those who have succeeded lies in their habits. And I want to talk to you about yours, okay? Good habits are the key to all success. 100%, okay? And if you want to quit dabbling and you want to dive in, you got to drop the hopium and you got to plan it. You have to be consistently striving with these 3 things, okay? I call this my mind map magic plan. It's really easy to remember. I do things in acrostics a lot of times because they're easier psychologically to memorize, okay? If you want to do the scrolls, I suggest you do. Now here's the thing, okay? I want you to make a change. Glenn wants you to win. I want you to win. And these 3 steps are what I clung to, okay? Over the last couple of years, I clung to my habits because that's all I had. And I created something bigger than I ever saw in my mind. See, what you think is amazing, but when you get things in line, what's really waiting for you is so much better. See, it's going to take more than you think you have. It will. There were days. There were a lot of days, okay? It's going to take more than you think you have. It will be more worth anything than you could ever imagine, okay? And I'm going to give you these 3 things. Now, Glenn gives you a lot of habits. Glenn gives you every single thing you need every single day. So you don't even have to wake up and look for what to search for in personal development, okay? Every single day, I tell people 3 things, okay? You have to take care of your mind. This is the first set. I tell them gratitude, growth, and goals. I hope you all have your Rise and Grind planner. I just got mine right before I left for New York. I'm so excited, okay? That's right, George. This is the #1 habit, okay? Your mind is going to be built every single day by Rise and Grind. Now, how many of you make sure that you're on live and you're not on the replay? Everything's always better live. Just telling you. All of you who are here this morning, yay, I love it. If you're loving Rise and Grind, share this out. The world needs to know Glenn Lundy, right? I'm just telling you. Don't be stingy with your shares. Okay, I love having all of you in here. Okay, you got to take care of your mind. Every single day should be 30 minutes to 1 hour of personal development, studying books, learning more about you, studying and mastering your craft. The mind is meant to be molded, and you cannot dabble. Every single day, 7 days a week, I listen, read something. Okay, you don't have to make more time for it. You shower, you use the restroom, you brush your teeth. Turn an Audible on, okay? Listen to YouTube, listen to a TED Talk, whatever you have to do, never brush your teeth alone. Just saying, okay? Start your day. Hi, Liza. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see you soon. Okay? Hi, Liza. I'll be a little more well-rested when we see one another, okay? Your mind is the key to everything because your mind is the key to your confidence, and competence is the key to confidence. Okay? The more you know, the higher you grow. The more you learn, the more you can help others. Your mind is the key to everything, and your mind is often what'll hold you back, okay? Here's the thing. The only competitive advantage you have in this world, the only way you will get ahead is learning faster than your competition. Every single thing I needed, every single amount of money I wanted to earn, every relationship I wanted to build, everything I wanted to give was on the other side of me growing and implementing, okay? So, 10 things you're grateful for every single day. I know Glenn has you do that. Reading, learning, listening every single day, and goals, okay? Writing down 3 things you want to achieve every single day. Now, Glenn's planner is amazing. It's exactly what you should follow. It's a map for you, okay? So you got to get your mind in order. Hi, Adam. You're late to the party, but you have arrived. I'm excited, okay? Competence will build confidence. I needed confidence. When everything was shutting down in my life, when I truly wanted to commit to my higher, greatest self, I needed some confidence. I needed to believe in myself. Too many people I had allowed speak into my life. I had 29 years of wrong information, of people who didn't have the truth, of people who hadn't succeeded at a level that I really knew I was capable of. I had all these people pouring into me that shot doubts into my world. Okay, it's amazing. I barely passed English, yet I have a best-selling book. Okay, there's nothing that makes sense in my life. From where I came from, where I started, I should not have ended up here in a really expensive, nice suite in New York City because I want to. Okay, hi Dave Miller. And I'll tell you, nothing makes sense except how committed I was to the habit of building my mind, of recovering the wrong information that was filled in there and filling it up with the right information. And so I'm telling you, nobody has control of your mind other than you. You gotta quit flirting with your greatness. Okay, you have to be as committed to building your mind as you would be to building a marriage, a relationship, a business, whatever you have committed the most to. If you were that committed to building your mind, you might be shocked where it would take you. See, that's all I had. All I had was stacks and stacks of yellow notebooks. I had books. I had YouTube. I had everything in the world. When I couldn't afford it, I trained for free. When I could afford a little, I bought Audible. When I could afford a little bit more, I invested in trainings. The more you train and what you train is what takes you to the next level, okay? So the first thing is your mind. I suggest every single day, the best time of your day, before your kids wake up, you wake up if you don't have kids, your spouse wakes up, anybody you know, any phone call you take, any Facebook message you get on, and you should be making sure you take care of your mind before anyone else speaks into it. If you just took that one habit and you took that one bad habit of sleeping in or letting somebody else talk to you first or letting your kids tell you what to do, if you took one habit and you committed, you became a slave to building your mind every single day, you would be in a significantly different place 90 days from now. 90 days from now. That's how I do things. I couldn't say, hey, I'm gonna go run for a year and do this because it scared me to death, okay? I was afraid. I got tired after 10 minutes thinking I'd have to have 364 more days of this. So all I did was I created an easy runnable path, and that was 90 days. That was 90 days, okay? That was 90 days, that's all I could do. So here's what came next, all right? After you learn to build your mind, you gotta make a map, okay? And this is 3 parts, M-A-P, a mentor, accountability, and a plan. You all have a mentor right here, it's Glenn, okay? You all have a mentor right here. Every single morning, it's Glenn. Do you have a mentor for your relationships? Do you have a mentor for your parenting? Do you have a mentor for your business? Do you have, okay? You have to have a mentor. In the beginning, my mentors, I didn't even know they were authors, all right? Eventually, I invested in them. There will never be a day I don't have one, okay? I have several that are absolutely amazing. You need to have one, just one at least, and they have to be doing what you want to do, okay? The next, you have to have accountability. You gotta have a buddy. You gotta have a buddy that won't allow you to be mediocre, that will care more about your future than they do about your past. You have to have somebody that you answer to that is bigger than you. Because as much as we want to win ourselves, and as much as I am driven and independent, and I didn't need anyone to fire me up, I needed somebody to tell me when I was right and when I was wrong. I needed somebody to tell me when I was playing small, when I needed to play big. I needed somebody to sock it to me when they said, Danelle, that wasn't quite accurate. You need to adjust this a little bit. I needed somebody to tell me, Danelle, hope is not a strategy. It's great that you dream big, but you got to act big, okay? And then you need a plan. Now, if you have a mentor, if you have accountability, and if you have your mind right, you're gonna have the people in your life to build a plan, okay? So I want you to understand it's this simple. What right now, I want you to think about it, okay? Before I give you this last one, what right now in your life is the one habit that is holding you back? What is that one thing that you are doing that is keeping you from your greatest level of success in any area of your life, okay? Now, I want you to be committed here. In Rise and Grind, this is a community where you actually have to deliver on what you are working on. So I want everybody right now to drop their biggest liability, Okay, you guys all have lots of assets. You're amazing humans. People love you. What is your biggest liability? That thing that is holding you back, that keeps you from winning? Drop it in the comments. Let's go ahead and have a little accountability partner here so that people in this group, people who follow Rise and Grind, can actually help hold you accountable. Come on, thank you, Sam, for participating. I love it. Procrastination, negativity. Okay, indecision is a big one, right? The stars do not align for those who dabble. Love you, Vicky. Procrastinating. Okay, I will tell you, procrastinating is one of the greatest cause of the death of dreams that there ever will be. It's helping you wake up differently. Yeah, thinking too small. Okay, listening to your demons, your dark side. We all got one of those. Successful at work. Walk away. It sounds so stupid. Nothing awesome. Not one thing. Okay. Doubt. Procrastinating. Negative thoughts. Okay. You know what the crazy thing is? You already know what is holding you back. And the only way to change and not be a slave to your bad habits is to create a good habit to replace it. Okay? So here would be my thought. My thought is this. I want you right now to think about that liability, and I want you to study it. I want you to read every book on fighting procrastination. I want you to read every book on building self-esteem if doubt is your thing, if fear is your thing. I want you to study how to overcome this like crazy. I want you to be filling your mind with everything else, okay? If negativity is your thing, I saw somebody put that, self-doubt, all these things, okay? Procrastination, what if you were reminded with it every single day? I had sticky notes around my house for 4 years. 4 years I had sticky notes with my favorite quotes all over them. That was, Danelle, you are growing into a mountain, not shrinking into a grate of sand. Danelle, right? Like I put notes to myself all over my house. So every single thing I did, every single thing I opened, every single thing I did, I filled my life with what I wanted it to be and not what I was currently living, okay? You have to focus on changing one habit at a time, okay? For the next 90 days, I would suggest you study that one thing and you put it to bed. You become a slave to your good habit that is going to replace your bad one. So what is the opposite of procrastination? Taking action. Action is the only thing that will ever bring you results. Okay? If procrastination is your deal, thank you for admitting it. It's time to quit living on hopium that you think it's going to go away. Procrastination should never be a part of your day. Ever. Okay? Read. Eat that frog. Okay, you do the hard things first. Read The Compound Effect, Darren Hardy. I could give you 1,000,000 books every single second, but I'll tell you what, you gotta quit. You gotta quit it. Every single day you commit to holding on to that liability. You commit to not living your best. You commit to helping other people lose because they are watching you. Okay, you commit to the question I always ask. Who loses if you don't win? Who loses if you don't win? Okay, I want everybody today to, in the Rise and Grind group, I hope you are all in the Rise and Grind group, I want you all to do a video in there. Do a live video. I don't care if you've never done a live video. It's a safe place. It's an incredible place. Do a live video. Commit to your liability. Don't rip on yourself. That's not what it's about. Just say, hey, this is what it is, and this is the good habit I'm going to replace it with. Anybody who wants to hold me to that, fantastic. Say it out loud. Do a video. Tell us how you are going to do that. See, most people wake up and they go, oh, how do you make decisions? I trust my instincts. Well, first you have to train them. You have to train your instincts to know what to do. Don't just trust your instincts. Your instincts were trained off of every experience you've ever had growing up from ever, and probably most everyone was not a perfect example for you. Okay? So here's the thing. I want you to be transformed. Glenn is transforming people every single day in this group. You gotta have your mind right. 30 minutes to 1 hour every single day. You gotta be practicing gratitude. You have to be growing. You have to be committed to those goals. You have to replace every bad habit with a good habit. They don't just go away. Okay? Somebody I know in this crew who wanted to quit smoking. I said, you can't just say I'm gonna quit smoking. That will not last. You have to replace it with something great. So every time you wanna smoke a cigarette, you go Okay, I'm not saying anything about smoking. Don't stab me, okay? I am saying she told me she wanted to quit, okay? And I said, great. So replace it with personal development. Every time you want to go outside and have a break, go ahead, read a book, listen, okay? You have to have something to replace it or it will never go away, okay? Okay, good. You know what your bad habits are. You know what holds you back. You know if you're quick of tongue, if you're negative, if other people around you are. If you allow people who suck in your life, okay? Here's the thing. For your mind, you will never out-earn your self-esteem or your circle. Write that down, okay? You will never out-earn your self-esteem or your circle. I want you to grow it. Okay, you know what I did? Instead of being surrounded by all the negative things, I was sitting in that apartment with 30 days and I said, I no longer will surround myself with anyone who doesn't believe in me. I will surround myself with legends. People said you were crazy. You're never going to get to work with Grant Cardone, Darren Hardy, okay, Tim Grover, all the legends of the world who are now my friends, okay? They said it's never going to happen. I refuse to surround myself with anything. I refuse to be committed to any bad habit. Refused to do anything that didn't get me closer to my goals, have anyone in my world who didn't align with that. I will tell you, no matter who you are never too small to build a relationship with a giant. Never. Okay? You know what giants love? Giants love people who take action. They love people who are like Glenn and they walk up to you in a room where you've never met them before and they said, I am doing this and I would like to reach out to you when I do it. Okay? Could I have help? What could I do? So who you been watching? Who you look up to? Who do you run with? Who would you love to have coffee with? Great, start building a relationship with them. Most of them check their social media, okay? Look at Glenn. He is out there fighting tooth and nail to bring legends to you. To bring legends to you so that you can learn from him. Which ones do you love that he brings in? Spend time with them, reach out to them, send them messages, follow them, study their books, anything, okay? If you guys want to really rise and grind, I want you to blow your own mind. I want you to start committing to good habits. I want you to every single day say goodbye to a bad one. And you pick one habit at a time and you do the good habit until you replace it, until it's gone. See, 30 days is going to be a challenge. 60 days, you're like, all right, I can do this. 90 days, it will become habit. And your habit is what is going to change your life forever. Okay? It will change your life forever. This last part, you got your mind, you got your map, okay? Your mentor, your accountability, and your plan. This is what has helped me win, okay? And this, I love you, Vicky. This last one is this. This is the magic. The magic is this. Give. You have to give. And I believe you have to give, not just of your time, not just of your mind, not just of your resources. I believe you have to give of your money. No matter if you have $1 to your name, you can give 10 cents. I believe the more you give, the more you receive. I don't believe you give because of that, but here's the thing. Okay, we are not here on this earth to be blessed. We are here to be a blessing. We are not here to be blessed. We are here to be a blessing. And every single day, I make sure I bless one person. Okay? Like personally. Be it a waitress, a staff, somebody on live video who's reached out over and over and needs a little bit of extra help. Give. Here's the thing. We can no longer, in this group, in people who believe and who give back and who are achieving their greatest selves, we can no longer afford to make dollars that don't make change. And I want you to know that nobody is going to bless this world how you can. And your best self is all that does it. Every single day you hold on to those procrastination, to doubt, to fear, to any of those things that you have committed to, that you've committed to accepting in your life, that you know you need to change and you continually don't. Every single day you commit to living with those. You take away blessing from others. Okay? There is more that you can do. There's more that you can do. Okay, there's more that I could do. When I had nothing and all I had was a tent, I got a tent in that apartment. I had no furniture. And I thought if I could help my kids know how to play, they wouldn't notice we didn't have things. I had 30 days to change my life. What if over this next 30 days you changed your life? You woke up earlier. You started with the hard actions. You committed to developing yourself. You committed to getting rid of all those bad habits that have kept you from what you are capable of so that you could bless others. See, the thing is this, I couldn't go do it for myself. I could not say, hey, I want to be successful to take care of my family. They needed me to rise anyway. I was so inundated with pressure of what I had to do, okay? I want you to understand what made me rise in this world was looking in someone else's eyes when I could bless them. When I grew and I taught, when I learned and then I taught and it changed someone else's life, I go, oh, I could get used to this. Look at their eyes light up. Look at them change. The secrets you have, the knowledge you have, the skills you have are meant for someone else, okay? I want to challenge you, grow your mind. Become a slave to your good habits, okay? Build your map. Fix your circle. Fix your self-esteem, okay? There's a lot of things I said this morning, but this. I want you devoted to becoming your best self. Rise and Grind is the perfect place to start. Glenn Lundy, man, follow him every single day. Watch his stories. Watch how he lives. That man is full of commitment to being a blessing. And if you really are having a challenging time, give. Okay? That's the magic in this world. I don't remember the hard times. I really don't. I don't remember the pain. I recall the tears. I recall the challenges. But you know what I remember the most out of every single piece of my journey that was really accelerated over the last couple of years? And this is the last thing I'll say. Thank you guys for hopping on with Rise and Grind. Thanks, Glenn, for letting me share this morning. I remember what I gave. I remember seeing the look on people's faces change. I remember seeing their bank accounts change when I taught them how to make money. I remember seeing what they could do in this world when they could give. That's it. That's what I remember. I remember every single soul who my life had a small tinge of empowerment to another. And I'll tell you right here, ladies and gents, we cannot afford to make dollars that don't make change. We will never grow beyond our circle or our self-esteem. We must understand that our habits create our life. I dare you, pick one habit that is not serving you or serving others. Replace it with something new and be held accountable to it in Rise and Grind. Ladies and gents, have an absolutely amazing start to your day. Amazing start for your day. Glenn Lundy, we all love you. Thank you for helping us rise every single day. Like, how committed could you be? You guys know, you watch. You're here every single week watching Glenn Lundy every single day. Do you know what it takes? Do you know what he sacrifices to do this every single day? Can you imagine? What you do every day is more important than what you do every once in a while. What's the one thing you're gonna do every single day that makes a difference? Ladies and gentlemen, Rise and Grind. One habit can blow your own mind. Let's fix it. All right, guys, have a great day. We'll see you soon.